You a radical, a liberal. Hi, Kevin Blanche. I'm headed to the rally like millions and millions and millions all over this great Mother Earth of ours. And I think this is a new cause to me. Remember this. Remember this. From this exact location. In April of last year, as I put up my video, Fuck BP, my YouTube rants have been going off about this exact said subject matter from that day on YouTube. I have been ranting about this for 30 years. And to you people that say that I'm too idealistic and I'm a dreamer, I want to read a quote. I hold that a writer who does not passionately believe in the perfectibility of man has no dedication nor any membership in literature. That be Giant Steinbeck. Look, you want to talk, 9 seems to be the number, and these radical far-right freaks who are so misguided and so out of touch with any reality of human, as we are the 99%ers, and 9 is the number, and they come up with their 9, I'll give you a 9. You want a 999? I'll give you a 9 for the 99. This is my 9 for the 99 as I head to the rally. What do we want? I mean, it blows my mind you corporate media fucks can go fuck yourself. Look, number 1. And just before I go, everything I wear, everything I put on, to you people that have been watching my video, you know they have huge significance. Every single dot, line, the spot on our dress, that metaphors, they mean everything. I use metaphors in my writing, misspelled words, grammar, for a reason. For a reason. Yes, I know how to spell. Yes, I know grammar. Please, folks, number 1. Tariffs and duties on exploited goods. You Chinese exploiters that are using slaves and bringing stuff into our country no more. You Walmart slave creators. You far-right slave creators. Tariffs. Huge tariffs. Anyone who uses slave labor in the third world. We don't want your goods. 2. End of usury laws. And you think, end usury, create usury laws. And you know, people don't know what a usury law is? You think this is radical? We had usury laws all across this country. We had usury laws that said this. The maximum interest rate anybody could charge in this country was 5% above prime. Do you realize what prime is in this country? It is less than 1%. 5% above prime. Okay? Stop the credit score conspiracy through the big banks. So they get the 0% as the Fed is corrupt. As the Fed has been corrupted by Wall Street and the big bank. Break down the conclusion. Put them all in jail. The Fed governors need to go to jail. Really, they seriously do. And there's a reason that mountain is in the background. I'll explain that later. But they need to go to jail. The bankers need to go to jail. Usury laws, create them. Give access to the interest rate. Quit exploiting us. Quit using us. We are not units of labor. We are human beings. 3, put the BPP execs in jail. Our land and water belong to all God's creations. Look, to you offshore, yeah, drill, baby, drill. Fuck you. Look, yeah, what'd you create, 100,000 jobs? Oil is not the national industry. As you create 100,000, you destroyed millions of jobs. The environment is our economy. The environment is really all we ever have. Our bodies and our environment, and you destroy them, both of them. Stop. You destroyed the fishing industry, the tourism industry, the food industry, the hope industry. Millions and millions of jobs. For what? A few jobs? 4, give us the 99%, the same interest rate as the 1%. Student loans? Give us a 0% interest rate. We don't have to pay back for 2, 3, 4, 3 years. And you people that say the TARP is bad is a lie. Is a lie. Jamie Dimon, don't march to his house. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you realize where he came from? Do you know where he is responsible? He's one of the ones that are responsible crushing this country. Number 1. Number 2, do you realize how much executive compensation he took out of TARP funds? Fact. Quit lying. Give us access to that 1% money. If you have a mortgage in this country, give us the 4% interest rate everybody else gets. Give us 0%. You know, we'll pay it back. Break down the collusion between the credit scores and the banks. It is a conspiracy. Suspend all student loans until the job crisis is over, like you did for the big banks. You know, help them out, but you won't help the human beings? White collar crime is a big fucking crime. Start going after the, you know, oh, you got caught with a marijuana seed. Oh, you got caught driving without insurance. Oh, you stole the pack of gum. Here's 10 years. Enough. Hell, you could steal hundreds of millions, crush the economy, exploit labor. Oh, here's some cash, you know, with your fat hairspray hamburger eating punk asses. and you do nothing to them, and you do nothing to them, put these white-collar criminals in jail. Restructure the evil tax code. There's another radical idea. Oh my God, that's radical freaking liberals. Woo-hoo, you radical, some kind of magical criminal. You need a second-hand movie star to attend you. Restructure the tax code and make it fair. Boy, that's a tough gig. Wow, what a radical idea. Stop drilling in the Gulf. It is not our national. Just stop it all. Stop it all. Yeah, it's inevitable. We'll have another one. It's inevitable. Exxon Valdez, and you know they got away with it. The Supreme Court, the 5-4, the Supreme Court has been bought and paid for. It's just like it wasn't. You know, the Supreme Court had no legitimacy in the 1800s. No legitimacy clear up to the 1950s, and the whole country knew it. It's the same way. Ask Byers. Chief Justice Byers' photo coming out of the Supreme Court. That photo will be the photo of the great conservative movement. Radical, fake. Mark McGuire swinging Albert Bell bat. 30-year cycle. This is the ninth, and this is the most. I saved it for last. Go after the corporate media for throwing their Fukushima atomic veterans as the #1 issue in this whole movement, in this whole earth, is environmental poison. It is #1. It is #1. Your chance of being killed via environmental poison is 50-50, and I can prove that. Study after Richard Miller's studies prove it. Leonard Bird's studies prove it. There's been study after study after study. They prove it. The data is there. The media conspired. I can prove it. I can document it. They conspired, just like they conspired not to report the Occupy Wall Street madness. This is the atomic veterans. Give credit to the atomic veterans. There are 40,000 to 100,000 widows. There are 50,000 to 250,000 children. There are 1 million to 3 million grandchildren. You know what you did to those people? As the far-right radical John Birchers, who have reborn today, and the Eugene McCarthy mentality marched 40,000 men into the trenches in Nevada and nuked them, their finest men, drafted, nuked them human guinea pigs. And I know what plutonium does. The biggest story of our time, was conspired to not be reported. Fukushima. That Fukushima will kill millions. The environment is everything. It is everything. It is our economy. It is our social fabric. It is our every ism in whatever God you pray to. Your fake ones or your real ones, whatever it may be. It means everything. Stop the environmental, as the great, incredible environmentalist, beautiful writer, genius that she was as they killed her, Rachel Carson. As Teddy Roosevelt, who had been so proud of this, as I said, Bull Moose 2.0, Red Moby Dick. The great environmental movement needs to be reborn out of this. It will. It will. And to you far-right radical conservatives, your 30-year reign, to the 1%, your 30-year reign is over. It is over. It is magnificently over. This movement will reign across this country, and you will pay. Whether it be on earth, whether it be in your reincarnation syndrome, whether it be to a god, you will pay. You are evil, fucking greedy fucks, as you have no cerebral cortex that can think. You prey on the only two emotions your non-dynamic, fucking evil, sick mind knows: fear and greed. It is over. Power to the youth of this world and this country. Power to the Occupy Wall Street movement. Power to the people. Kevin Blanche headed to the rally. October 15th, one great day in world